Right, so hello guys, I'm Super J and welcome to Real World Wargaming YouTube channel. Today we're going to be speaking to you about the do's and the don'ts about gaming inside our server. So the first weapon we're going to be speaking about today is the Desert Eagle, and that is or the Desert Deagle, sorry, and that is to do with C-Bug. Now, C-Bug is not allowed during the actual gameplay with everyone else inside the main server, but C-Bug is allowed inside C-Bug Deathmatch, and also Duel if the person you are playing against agrees with it. So, for instance, if you're playing in game, you can actually go around like this, shooting just normally, or you can even roll and shoot like this, but you cannot do the C-Bug, which is this. C-Bug is not allowed inside game. Now you can do it inside C-Bug Deathmatch, which is /cbdm. You can do it inside Deathmatch, which is /dm. And you can also do it inside Duel. So if you do want to duel, you have to do /duel invite. Then you have to do the ID that you want to play against. Then you have to do the amount of cash that you want to play against. And then you also have to do weapon 1 and weapon 2. So that could be any of your choices. You can do you could do sniper and deagle here, or you could do sniper and sawn, or you can even use let's just say a dildo and a knife. It's up to you, but make sure if you do use the Desert Eagle, then make sure that you use other players' permission before you do C-Bug inside the duel. Just ask them nicely and say, would you like to C-Bug? And if they say no, don't do it. And if they do, then feel free to go around shooting C-Bug. But in normal gameplay, this is not allowed. Right, so the next weapon we have is the sawn-off shotgun. Now, the thing is, there is this one, people tend to use the two-shot bug with this one. For all of you who doesn't know what it is, it's basically you're shooting around and then you quickly change the weapon and do it back again to then get your full of ammo. I will show you here. You'll see that I have 4 shots of ammo that I can do. If I do this, you can see that I am reloading. And if I do 2 shots and quickly change the weapon, I have back to 4 ammo again. So you're not allowed to do that inside the game, as that is unfair to people who don't know how to do it. You have to go around and just shoot normally. You can do rolling again if you like, but you must make sure that you reload like this and not try and change the weapon like that. You can do the 2-shot bug inside the duel. Of course you can, as long as it's alright with the other person as well. And yeah, you can do it inside that one if you must feel like it. The next one is the sniper roll. Now, a lot of you have been asking about this. What is wrong with the sniper roll? It's just rolling a sniper. You can still take damage when you're shooting with the sniper, because we've tried lots of times. And well, the new rule is now from now on, you are allowed to roll with the sniper and shoot. That is now the new rule. But the only other thing is, you're not allowed to roll and C-Bug. So this is what you do. You can only roll and shoot. You're not allowed to roll, shoot, then C-Bug, if you get what I mean. You're not allowed to do that in the main gaming session. Of course you can do it inside Duel, but you can't do it inside the normal San Andreas multiplayer gaming server real world, or you cannot do it inside there, only inside /duel, well, /duel invite and whatever else it is. So you're only allowed to do that inside there, and don't do it in the main server. So the next one we have is G-abuse. Now, not many people of you know that this is a rule, but for you who don't, this is basically when you're driving along and you have a passenger and you get out quickly to shoot someone, and the other person stays inside the vehicle and starts shooting. Now, a lot of people do that with the deagle and things like that, but this is not allowed. So this is when you get in the vehicle, you push out like this when no one else is driving, and you start shooting. Luckily at the moment, I think the majority of the time, people actually get kicked out of the vehicle like I am here when you start shooting. But sometimes people do actually stay in the vehicle and still keep shooting. This is not allowed in any circumstances. This is not allowed in the actual game itself. There is no other way that you can do this in any other of the death matches, because you don't get any other cars inside death matches. It's just inside normal gameplay. So this is not allowed, and do not try this because you will get yourself in a lot of trouble. Okay guys, so the next one is the car parking thing. So you're not allowed to do that because it's unfortunate for everyone else. So basically, if people do this and you get stuck underneath the car and you can't get up, well, technically it's not allowed. As you can see, I kind of got Captain stuck on top of my car, and it's not working at the moment. But yeah, if you get them stuck underneath the car, like this, kind of, not like this. Like that, and you stay underneath them like that until they're deaf or they die. This is not allowed. You're not allowed to do this. If you do that, then you'll get yourself in big trouble. If you do want to kill someone, you have to get out and shoot them normally like this. You cannot try and car park them because this is not allowed. Another thing you're not allowed to do is also, it is technically called a car parking, but it's also blocking an entrance. So let's just say you've got the Infernus here, and you're trying to block people from coming in, and you park like this, and then you put another car behind it, or another car beside it, and another car beside it. This is not allowed, because it gives everyone an unfair chance of getting into the area or wherever you're trying to block, and yeah, this is not allowed. People also do this with hunters and hydras and tanks and things like that, which is also not allowed either, because it just gets in the way and it struggles to get past and everything like that. I know you could easily just jump over it like that, but things like hunters and tanks and hydras and also planes just get stuck in the way, and you know, it gives everyone an unfair chance of getting in. The next thing that is not allowed is base rate. Now, a lot of people you think, what's base rate? But the thing is, the title of it gives it away. Base rate is when you have a heavy vehicle such as a hunter, or a hydra, or a tank, and they go into someone's base. As you can see, I'm going over here to USA base, and you just spam the hell out of the rockets and the minigun and stuff, and shooting down things like that. This is not allowed because it's killing people in their base after they have just literally spawned, and it's not exactly fair. So if you are caught doing this, a little message should show up on your screen saying not allowed to base rate, and you're also getting a bit of trouble for doing that. So you're not allowed to do that with a hunter, or a hydra, or also a rhino, because that is not allowed. You are allowed to go places like Desert Airport and capture zones and Area 51, and use the rockets and things there with rhinos and tanks, more rhino tanks and hydras and rockets and hunters and everything like that. You are allowed to do that, but you just can't do it inside bases, okay? People also ask about camping. Now, you can camp inside of bases, so you can go to the USA base. People go down here and camp at the USA base and use their snipers and everything like that to snipe people when they're not expecting it. This is allowed. It will say and pop up with a screen pop up with a message on your screen saying leave this base or something like that, which, well, you should technically leave the base, but at the moment, camping in places like the Arabia base, the Australian base, you can also camp somewhere near Eurasia base and USA base. You can camp there, but you just can camp there. There is also another rule, and that is about driving. Now, this one was brought to my attention by Ian, and a lot of people have been driving on the wrong side of the road. So this is a big no-no, so you must drive on the correct side of the road for Grand Theft Auto, which is on the right side. So if you're driving along here, it is on the right side here. No driving on the other side of the road, because that is banned, and you are not allowed to do it. It is also forbidden. So if you're caught doing that, you'll be in a lot of trouble. Also, speed limits. The speed limit is only, let's just say, 30 miles an hour, and anyone caught going over that speed will be banned as well, and that is forbidden as well. And also another thing is going across red traffic lights. This is also banned as well, and if you are caught doing that, then there will be serious consequences. So always make sure that you stop at a red traffic light and do not go until it is green, as you can see right there. So make sure to follow the rules about driving as well, guys. Also, last but not least, is also riding a bike. Now, from now on, everyone inside game who is riding a bike should be wearing a helmet like this one. We don't want anyone having any accidents, so we all want everyone to be wearing helmets while driving a motorcycle. And make sure you remain on the right side of the road, and also making sure that you stay to the 30-mile-an-hour limit, and making sure you stay stop at red traffic lights. So make sure you wear a helmet like this one here, and yeah, anyone caught doing that will be seriously punished as well. So please do not try and drive without a helmet, because it will really badly injure you if you do fall off and you hurt yourself. I've been your host Super J. Hopefully this helps you out a lot. Make sure to subscribe and like this video and share it around. Thank you guys.